into why we have the products that we have and how they fit into products that we're already familiar with within that category. So when we think about the digestive system, there's a lot of different ways for us to look at and review and go through that process. One of the things that we know about the digestive system is that it is for protection. The other thing that we know is that it obviously is for digestion. It's interesting to note that in your digestive system, much of the time, about 70% of your initial response, your static response in your immune capability of the body, about 70% of that is housed right within your digestive tract. And so I want to give you a gentle reminder about two products that we already have. And I'm going to share this reminder with you because I think sometimes we forget to do the most basic things. Now remember, in doTERRA, we don't just launch products. I thought Emily did a great job of explaining to you that we have a purpose behind what it is that we are doing in doTERRA. That's not something that's new. We've always had that express purpose. We've always had that desire to do the right thing with our products. But sometimes we overlook products of the past. So I have to tell you, as I get ready to introduce this new essential oil, you also have to understand that to support the digestive system as a whole, we need to give it its foundational pieces. And the two foundational pieces that you need and that I need, that we should be doing on a daily basis, is of course PB Assist. Now PB Assist is a remarkable product. I'm hoping that all of you are familiar with it, that you have value within it as you are using it and as you are incorporating it into your daily routines. You know, we've never, in the medical community, we've never said or we've never believed that probiotics didn't have a place. I had an interesting experience not too long ago, in fact. I was wanting to get a little bit deeper into probiotics because with this product we have specialized delivery. And specialized delivery means we're delivering you live probiotic as well as different strains, and we're delivering it right to where it needs to be, right into the intestinal tract. And so I was looking for more information. I was trying to expand my knowledge base just a little bit. And as I went through that process, I came across a really interesting article that had been written. It was published. And I thought, that's amazing. And I started reading through this article and I thought, this guy is genius. He has all the answers that I'm looking for. As I got to the end of the article, it began to dawn on me that I was familiar with the article. And so I went to some of my files in my computer and I opened up the article that I had written. Two for Dr. Hill, one for Emily. You get the idea that Emily and I like to compete. We do. We have a pretty good time. Now let's talk about TerraZyme. I know you know the value of TerraZyme. This is a daily process, and let me tell you why you need TerraZyme as a foundational piece. A lot of people mistakenly think that TerraZyme is giving you metabolic enzymes. We can't give you metabolic enzymes. Your body has to produce them. And your body is really efficient at either producing metabolic enzymes or producing digestive enzymes. And if we don't have digestive enzymes, your body will choose to produce digestive enzymes over metabolic enzymes. Now make a couple of links here. One of the things that people come to me with often is say, Dr. Hill, I'm doing all of these things and it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference for me. Can I submit to you, can I suggest that the primary reason why is because we forget about the foundational pieces. So doing something as simple as adding TerraZyme into your routine with your meals, if you are not doing that, will make a big difference in all of the downstream benefits that you receive, not just with this product, but with each one of the products that you do. Metabolic enzymes are critical, and by giving you digestive enzymes, we up the body's capacity to be able to do that with great efficiency. So start using those products. Now, I had this big elaborate presentation where I had several slides and I talked about lots of different things that were going on in the digestive system. I thought I was very careful, I thought I was very deliberate, and as I went through that, and then as I met with our legal team, they informed me that while it looked beautiful, that was not going to happen. And so I have ignored them, and I'm going to show you all the slides anyway. No, I keep Mark at bay. No, I'm not going to do that. But I did kind of shuffle it all down to this one statement. It's estimated right now that 74% of us, and that's not just here in the United States, this is a worldwide statistic, 74% of the people are living with various digestive issues. Now, we can name and identify them in a lot of different ways. We know that the digestive system is very susceptible to different types of organisms, not all of which are healthy, not all of which are beneficial. We know that we can have a subjective profile associated with our body's immune capability associated with the digestive system. We can have overactivity, which sometimes creates uncontrolled inflammatory responses. And we need good, healthy inflammation. We need to restore the body in those capacities and within those frameworks. Sometimes people really struggle and they have issues with acid reflux or uncomfortable feelings that result from overactivity of the stomach. These are all issues that are common and that I would suspect many of us here in this room have to deal with. Now, we already have a lot of products that we've meant for digestive support. And each one of those products kind of has its own place and it has its own position within that product set or within that product lineup. For example, if we look at black pepper has good interaction with CB2 activation, CB2 receptors. We know that when we look at ginger has an activation or an interaction with 5-HT3 receptors in the stomach. These are serotonin receptors, and when we feel uncomfortable, when we feel queasy, when we start to have those things develop, by interacting with those receptors and with serotonin, we can react and slow and stop that process. So we're all familiar with how great ginger does in that. Gut motility with peppermint. I love when we start talking about our blends like Digest Zens. We have coriander, we have fennel, we have anise, we have ginger, we have peppermint, and fennel, and we have one mother oil I can't remember off the top of my head. What was it? Caraway, thank you. We have caraway oil. This gives us broad benefit. This gives us systemic benefit. Remember, when we blend essential oils together, we increase potential of that essential oil. We have synergistic benefit. We also, I will tell you, which is not a point of discussion for today, but we have synergistic safety. When we blend essential oils together, we have greater safety associated with them as well. And then lastly, of course, we have fennel, which is very relaxing to the tissues. Now, all of those oils have benefit in one way or another. Many of those oils are seed oils. We have several seed oils in the Digest Zen blend. And then we have some individual seed oils that I've just identified for you as well. In general, oils that come from seeds are really beneficial for digestive processes and very helpful to the digestive system as a whole. So let me introduce to you, you ready for your next product? Celery seed. Now, celery seed is meant to be used topical, internal, or we can also use it aromatically. Now, there's a lot of things that I like about celery seed. I actually love the aroma of celery seed. I will tell you it has a character flaw. And the character flaw associated with celery seed is it has a very bitter taste. And it's a bitterness that when you first taste it, you think, oh, that's not too bad. A couple of minutes later, you're thinking, that was a lie. And so I'm going to share with you some ways that maybe we can overcome some of that. Now, in doTERRA, I always like to look at the traditional uses of new products, new essential oils, when we introduce them. And there's a lot of things that we can introduce with this essential oil, and these are some of the common everyday uses with this essential oil. But you know that we've never been content just to do what everyone else is doing. And so one of the processes that I go through when I start looking at essential oils or products in general is I like looking at what don't we know? What don't we understand yet about this essential oil? And remember earlier I said it's not just about launching a new oil, it's where does it fit within that product placement? We already have a lot of digestive oils, and I guess I could put Tamer in that blend and in that mix now too, of all of those different essential oils. So where does it fit? So I'm going to talk with you in detail now about some of the digestive system, and I'm going to give you 4 critical protocols that you can begin to follow and use with this essential oil. Are you ready? Now I've got 3 for the digestive system.